61 Facts About Itachi's Girlfriend, Izumi Uchiha. Izumi Uchiha, aka Itachi's girlfriend, was a kunoichi of the Leaf Village's Uchiha clan. She was the daughter of Hazuki Uchiha. Unlike her mother, Izumi's father was not an Uchiha, and for that reason their family lived separately from the Uchiha clan for the first few years of Izumi's life. During the Nine Tails attack, her father died while protecting her. And from the grief brought by his death, as well as the feelings of guilt that he would not have died had Izumi been stronger, Izumi eventually awakened her Sharingan. And soon after this, she and her mother rejoined the Uchiha clan. Izumi then enrolled in Konoha's Ninja Academy a few years later. Like many other girls in her class, Izumi developed a crush on Itachi Uchiha. As such, she tried to talk with him during school breaks, walk home with him after lessons, and defend him from their peers' criticism of him being a loner. Initially, Itachi was very disinterested in her as he was all of the other girls, until he discovered that she had the Sharingan, which he himself had yet to awaken. After which, he became a lot warmer to her whenever they crossed paths. One instance of this was shortly after Itachi graduated from the academy, which he was allowed to do early because of his prodigious skills. He ran into Izumi when they were both returning to the Uchiha compound. Izumi asked him about his new life as an official ninja, and Itachi asked her if she had improved with her Sharingan. Izumi then began to ask about the secretive meetings of the older Uchihas that were happening at night, and Itachi, who was not permitted to discuss these meetings with her, advised her not to bring it up again. Then, they walked the rest of the way home in silence. A few months later, Itachi was promoted to Chunin, in which his father Fugaku encouraged him to spend more time with people his own age. Because of this, he decided to have lunch with Izumi, and Izumi was awed by recent news of Itachi's exploits, and worried that she would never be able to match up with him. Itachi then deflected by saying that she would be graduating from the academy soon, and a year early at that. When this didn't cheer her up, he asked her why she wanted to be a ninja in the first place, because a ninja's life was fraught with hardships. She replied by saying that her father was a ninja, and also due to the fact that the person that she likes also was a ninja, that's why she chose this career path. Itachi, not understanding the context of that reply, made Izumi upset, and she opted to end their lunch early. The two of them didn't get the opportunity to talk again until after she had graduated the Ninja Academy. And once they finally did get to catch up with each other, they both apologized for their behavior during the previous lunch. Itachi then asked about her recent missions, in which she said they were pretty boring and easy, and then Izumi congratulated Itachi on becoming part of the Anbu, but she shared her concern that he was taking on too much for someone their age. She then continued seeing Itachi regularly during the Uchiha's nighttime meetings, which she was now allowed to attend. Like Itachi, she also disagreed with the clan's growing anger towards Konoha and its leadership. Itachi's disapproval strained his relationship with the rest of the clan and eventually caused him to stop attending the meetings altogether. After the death of Itachi's best friend, Shisui, Izumi attempted to visit Itachi at the estate, but was informed by Fugaku, Itachi's dad, that he was out. As Izumi was leaving, Fugaku encouraged her to provide the support to Itachi that he was unable to. Eventually, the Uchiha clan decided that they were going to try and overthrow Konoha, and as their planning for their coup entered its final stages, Itachi attended another of the clan's nighttime meetings after not attending for an entire year. He pleaded with the clan to stop the coup and offered alternative ways to sort things out with the village. But Itachi was immediately marked as a traitor and expelled from the meeting. As he left, Izumi followed after him, and he promptly told her to return to the meeting so that she wasn't labeled as a traitor as well. But she told him that she did not care, and she tried to encourage him to continue reasoning with her father Fugaku and the rest of the clan, saying that he is the only one that could possibly convince them to end the coup. But Itachi responded by saying that it was too late for the clan, and he left her behind. It was then that, as you may know, Itachi decided that to prevent the mass casualties of war between Uchiha and Konoha, he was going to wipe out the entire Uchiha clan in a single night. Itachi then decided to make Izumi his first victim. He snuck into her home, knocked out her mother, and upon being found, used Tsukiyomi on Izumi. But unlike how you would assume Tsukiyomi normally is, where Itachi uses it to torture his victim, due to his love for Izumi, he used Tsukiyomi out of kindness. In the span of a single second, Izumi lived through an entire 70 years of an imaginary life. She became a Chunin. Itachi proposed to her, she retires as a ninja, and she marries Itachi. Itachi and her have children together. The children become adults, and then she grows old with Itachi. Izumi then becomes ill in the illusion, and Itachi takes care of her, and then the illusion ends with her on her deathbed. As the Tsukiyomi releases, Izumi collapses and uses her final moments of consciousness to thank Itachi. She then dies due to the fact that the death she experienced within the illusion tricked her body into expiring as well. In the anime, Izumi first met Itachi several years earlier than in the novel and manga. In the anime, when they were small children, she initially invited him to play with her and other children their age, in which he properly declined and other children started bullying him because of this. Izumi alone stood up for Itachi. Later on the night of the Nine Tails attack, Izumi became separated from her parents, and she was promptly saved by Itachi from falling debris. Later, she thanked him and asked if she could hold Itachi's infant brother, Sasuke. Itachi agreed on the condition that she shouldn't make Sasuke cry. And when Sasuke immediately started crying upon Izumi holding him, Itachi promptly took him back. Also in the anime, the death of Izumi is drastically different than the manga. And unfortunately, it was a lot more tragic due to the fact that it wasn't even Itachi that killed Izumi, therefore he never got to use the Tsukiyomi and she never got to experience that full life with him. Instead, in the anime, on the night of the Uchiha massacre, Izumi confronted the Masked Man, aka Obito, during his attack on the Konoha military police force. Unsurprisingly, her attacks failed and she was killed by Obito. As far as Izumi's abilities, as it was said earlier, she unlocked her Sharingan after the Nine Tails attack on Konoha. Although, she was not able to handle using the Sharingan for very long and quickly fainting every time she activated it as she lacked the necessary chakra levels. It was also noted in the anime that she had especially advanced taijutsu prowess. Some fun facts about Izumi include the fact that her name means fountain, she graduated the Ninja Academy when she was 11 years old, and Masashi Kishimoto, the author of Naruto, didn't actually create Izumi. Takashi Yano, who wrote the light novel The Itachi Shinden, which she appears in, is the actual creator of Izumi, although Kishimoto did illustrate the light novel, which implies that he did create Izumi's character design. Let me know what you guys think about Izumi Uchiha in the comments.